welcome to day 2. So we spent the last night. We spent the night in Banner's Hotel, Banner's House Hotel. Really nice little place. Nice quiet little village. The room's lovely. As you can see, wife in the background getting ready. Got a bath in the room. Really nice wood panelling. Nice wooden floors. Nice view out as well. Desk in the window. In terms of value, really good place to stay. Very nice. Wish we'd seen the menu last night before we went somewhere else for tea as well, to be honest, because the food looked really nice. So today, we've got a long ride today, and today is going to be the day where we need to make sure we're where we're supposed to be at the right time, because we're getting the ferry from Mull. So I'll show you what the plan is. So we're going to be starting at the bottom and coming up the A9. We're going to follow it all the way up, right the way through, up past Inverness, and then across and out and up towards Ullapool. And the ferry goes from Ullapool sort of, I think it's 4:45 tonight. So it's 190 miles that we need to cover. According to the sat nav, that's just under 4 hours, but we won't have enough time to put plenty of stops in. Break it up, maybe 3 stops, stop every hour, maybe it's every hour and a half, something like that. A bit to eat and just a bit of a break. So we're all breakfast up. Time to get the bike loaded, get it fired up, and get on the road and start making our way towards Ullapool. There'll be some more videos on the way. Beautiful A9, heading up towards Inverness. Nice little raised bit here. So we've got a granite face on the right hand side, and then over on the left hand side there's a bit of a valley, tree lined valley, and then straight ahead we've got the beginnings of the beautiful dark peaks that you get in the Scottish Highlands. As is often the case on trips like this though, when you got your GoPro, the GoPro wasn't on at the right moment, so far this morning we've missed an RAF Eurofighter Typhoon, which has barreled past us and then done a steep bank and blasted up the side near a lock, so we missed that. And then in an American road movie style, the main line up towards Inverness, the main rail line, was running right along us. And an old Intercity 125 came blasting past, and we were level pegging with it for a little bit of time, which would have made an amazing shot. But the GoPro wasn't on at the time, so we missed both those. So you just have to take my word that we did see those and they did happen, and they would have looked amazing. But there you go. Driving along here behind some wide load. It's a fairly interesting thing on the back of that truck. Almost looks like a submarine or some sort of submersible. See if we can get a better look as we go past. Yeah, definitely looks like some sort of underwater vehicle there. Interesting. Come around the A9. Some really nice views, but we have been stuck in a bit of stop-start traffic for a bit, which, as a new bike rider, isn't great. Don't really want to be having to do slow speed riding for extended periods of time. Much more experienced chap on a Harley there just filtered right past us, which is definitely something I'd need to improve my skills at, I think. A bit more confidence maybe, and I feel a bit more comfortable with doing that sort of thing. It's definitely easier than trying to do this slow riding, I think. I'm not entirely sure what's holding us up, but there's definitely some flashing police lights at the front, so I'm guessing something's happened. Having said that, there's worse places to be stuck in slow moving traffic, because that view, frankly, is ridiculous. There was another little 125 popping past down on the little train tracks down there, which again I missed. I think it's probably about time to employ my wifey to do some videoing, because she can concentrate on that without having to ride. But hopefully this will clear and we'll be moving on soon. Wife and I have decided that we're ready for something to eat, so we've jumped off the A9 into Aviemore, and we're going to see if we can find somewhere nice to stop and grab a little bit of dinner. Because we're both a little peckish. Hopefully we'll find something along here. So we're still on the A9, and as the biker chap explained to us at Bikers Cove, it really is a slightly boring road. Also very, very windy. It's been blowing a gale right over the top. We're just dropping down now into Inverness. We're approaching the bridge in Inverness, just over, and it is a windy, blustery day, so heart in the mouth a little bit because it's a long way down and it's very windy, so hopefully it'll be all fine and we'll get to the other side without being blown off the bridge. What I'd love to do now is show you some views off to the right and left, but honestly it's so windy, I'm not going to turn my head. So hopefully the GoPro picks up a little bit of the scenery. But yeah, definitely concentration needed on this bit. Very blustery. These car drivers don't know how good they've got it. Protected in a little steel shell. This is proper travelling, I have to say. Exposed to all the elements, every single one of them. I always thought the rain would be the one I'd dislike the most. Honestly, I think it's wind. I'd rather have a bit of rain than wind like that. But there we go, cross, sorted, through, onto the Black Isle, and on we go and upwards to Ullapool. Scotland opens out onto a gorgeous loch. Water's really choppy, mind. And you got the train track running right alongside. Nice. The weather's gone very, very Scottish in that the weather just looks big, dark, massively imposing. It makes all of the scenery look the same way. Heather suddenly looks really dark. Be a beautiful place if there was well, it is a beautiful place, but it'd be even nice if there was a little bit of sun and a bit less wind. But you must get a cracking view from the train track down there as well if you take the train up to Ullapool. It must be really spectacular. The road's opened up fairly spectacularly now, even more so now the VW Amarok driver's decided that he doesn't want to be 3 inches off the rear panniers. But look at this. I mean, you can see the wind is still really whipping around. Look at the size of the view. Look at it down there. Absolutely stunning. Clouds, dark skies, really imposing. tarmac's nice and smooth on this bit as well. You can see the road just darting off there into the distance. About 30 minutes or so from Mull now. The wind is definitely fighting us. It's definitely an awful lot of lean going on just to keep it going in a straight line. Some of the car drivers seem to be a little bit more understanding of conditions than the others. Some of them not so much. Mist over there as well. It's like a scene from a Lord of the Rings movie or something. Morning, afternoon. Oh, there's a dam coming up there as well, look at that. Just coming around this corner. Little pine trees, and look at that, huge dam. Wow. The river's cut its way down through the rock over there. I don't even know if you can see the hills in the background on the GoPro. It probably makes them look tiny, but when you're here on a bike, they're not tiny at all. They're big, very imposing. There's the dam. Little slogan on the pub there, damn good food. Very good, impressive. The marketing person that came up with that one. There's even more heather out here the further out you go. The wilder it becomes, the more heather there is. Looks like we're riding up into the clouds at the minute. And here comes the rain just to top it off. Tell you something, when you're touring on a bike, you don't have to feel like you've achieved something when you get to where you're going. Look at that. Wow. That's fairly spectacular. Something else. You can see how windy it is by how choppy that water is, or at least I hope you can see it on the GoPro. See the little waves all over the top, all the white on top of the water. Wow. It's fairly spectacular on this road up to Outer Hebrides. In Outer, and we are looking for the check-in for the ferry, and the heavens have just opened, which is typical. Hopefully there'll be a nice sign somewhere. Fingers crossed. Do you think that was it?
In between that two there, is there a centre stand you've got?
Yeah, do you want it on the centre?
Probably better.
Yep.
You can forward a bit. Aye.
Is that alright?
Take it back on the centre stand there.
Yeah, I'll leave on centre stand for you. Cheers buddy, thank you. First ferry depart. Here we go. Welcome to Uist. Whoa. Dirty truck. Dirty, smelly truck. And we're free. Here we go. Right, first view of Uist. What have we got? Wasn't too bad getting off the ferry. Oh, whoa! That's a dirty truck. Very dirty truck. Everybody waiting for the return ferry there. There's our ship. Nice, nice, nice. Bit of Tesco's. Oh, nice. And away we go. I'd like to not be behind this truck much longer because it's kicking out some crap. Alright, let's see what Uist has got to offer us. I'm sure it'll get a little bit prettier than this, but this is Stornoway Harbour. Got about a 35-minute jaunt up to the top of Uist for our digs tonight, and then when we get there we'll have a think and decide, do we want to pop back out for an explore, or are we absolutely shattered and done for the night? Make that judgment call when we get there, I think. Right, we'll pick it up on some slightly nicer roads, I think. Okay, so this is the first bit of Uist that we've seen outside of Stornoway. You come out with Stornoway and you pass the last few houses and then it just turns into absolute nothingness. You see the road snaking and twisting away. It's dark and it's a bit cold, and it's very desolate, I have to say. Also really kind of pretty as well. I think in the light this is going to be absolutely beautiful. Got that classic French Calais thing where everybody gets off the ferry and then everybody drives hell for leather along the same road to get to where they're going. So everybody seems to be going up this way to stay. Yeah, got about another 25 minutes drive I think before we get where we're going. About 4 miles away now from the digs for the night. As you can see, it's still kind of bleak and desolate. You do get a cracking view of the road up ahead though. The GoPro probably doesn't give you the full perspective of it, but you can just see it winding and rising off into the distance. Really cool. It's like some of those pictures you see in California, in the States, where you can see the roads just going on for miles and miles in front. It's the same idea, although not to the same length obviously, but it's the same idea where you can get a really good look at the road ahead. It's quite quiet to be honest at this time now. Most of the people who were going for the ferry have shot past us, but it's really windy again, it's kind of slippy, it's kind of greasy, so we're just tooting along, taking our time. No real rush for us. There you go, round one corner and you can still see the road twisting and winding off in the distance. Okay, so we're just coming into Nis, which is the town that our hotel's in for tonight. It's been quite a long day of riding. I think we've done, what, we must have done around about 200 miles today in the saddle. So yeah, it's been a decent ride out, and to be honest, for most of it it's been wind, rain, more wind, a little bit more rain. So it's been a bit of a tough one, but we left ourselves plenty of time to do it, and it just meant that we had a nice relaxed ride in. We'd have plenty of stops, take it nice and easy, and not have to rush ourselves, which is kind of the plan. So we've spoken to the hotel on the phone, and we're looking for a place called the Barn Inn. from there we should be able to find our hotel. That's the crossing, it's called the Barn Inn, I think, the one we're looking for. Okay, so we've done a little bit of a U-E because we think this might be it, although we're supposed to be looking for something called the Barn Inn, which I don't see. But this says the crossing, and I think the crossing is where we're supposed to be staying. So let's pull into this horrible gravelly car park and let's see what's what. Okay, so end of day 2, second day of riding. It's 207 miles altogether. Got the bike all tucked up and parked up outside the front. Digs tonight. The background there. It's the crossing up at the top end of Lewis. Really nice rooms, really nice place, lovely lady in charge. And then also, just around the back, there's an old croft that's been converted into a bar, which is a nice place. So we went and had a little drink in there. And then I think we're pretty much done for the night now. Start again tomorrow. Much easier day tomorrow, not so many miles to do. Just an explore of Lewis and Harris and see what's going on and see what's about. Okay, take it easy and I'll catch you all in the morning.